And good morning. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live. It is Jason Mann with Jim Check. Your check on your morning headlines. We have your 5-day weather forecast as well. And topping things off, I guess it says BC house prices could surge once again due to increasing immigration and lack of supply.
Wow. Amazing how math works. Right?
Add a million people and not a million homes.
Math says low supply, add people, more people, strained. Anyway, the latest housing assessment figures in BC show a residential property market softening across the province, but analysts say it may not bode well for affordability in the coming year. That concern stems from a potential drop in interest rates later this year, which I believe will be happening, and which will spur home buying activity while the housing supply remains limited, driving up prices. They're not building homes because the interest rates are too high, so there you go. A lot of buyers on the sideline right now, according to the Central One Credit Union chief economist, Brian Yu. Once that certainty arises that interest rates are stabilized or falling, we do expect to see more buyers coming back in, he says. BC Assessment said Tuesday the vast majority of markets in Metro Vancouver, Lower Mainland, Sunshine Coast, Greater Victoria, and Okanagan saw the typical 2024 valuation of a single-family home stay within a 5% increase or decrease. So people were expecting a bigger drop, and they didn't get that drop. I do think at the higher end, prices have come off more. But in that where most people are buying their homes, that's fairly stable, right? So, again, you can go read more on that story on KelownaNow.com. For 2024, most homeowners can expect generally flat values, including a mix of small decreases or only modest increases reflecting the softening real estate market. But again, adding more people, limiting supply, and interest rates dropping, not a good place for stabilization of prices.
Yeah, and as they continue to densify downtown and build, closure of the Okanagan Collab building due to UBCO construction site and what's going on there. And it seems that the closure at Collab is indefinite.
Yeah, so that's kitty corner to the new development, right?
Yeah.
And then, so that was in the old bike shop parking lot.
Yeah.
And then I understand that one of the other buildings in that area is also seeing some
I've heard of
problems.
Maybe a few could be the older structures.
I think we're working on that story. So they dug a pretty big hole. I don't know if you've been there. And
2 stories.
Yeah, it's a deep hole.
They have a plan to go down 4 stories. They've gone down 2, and it's causing like the water table to disperse throughout the rest of the nearby community, which is
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Hey, the lake's right next door. Businesses who rely on the Okanagan Collab space on St. Paul and downtown Kelowna won't be getting back into their business anytime soon, according to an update from owner Shane Austin, shared on New Year's Eve. The building's closure due to safety concerns from the construction site next door is indefinite. Maybe they'll give them space in the new building. There's an idea. They're exploring relocation options to ensure continuity for Collab and its members. And it's located on 1405 St. Paul Street. Like I said, kitty corner from the development. Has been closed since November after significant excavation work at the neighboring construction site impacted their structural integrity of nearby buildings, right? Yeah, so that construction site it's a 43-story UBCO tower. It's going to look amazing when it's done. And that's at 550 Doyle, where the old, that's not where the bike shop is. That's a different development, sorry. It's where the old Daily Courier used to be.
Right, okay.
So that was sold by the Daily Courier. I think it was like $10 or $11 million for that site, right? That's memory, so I could be wrong, but I think I'm pretty close to right. Austin's update said that he has had meetings scheduled with UBC Properties Trust, Kirkhoff Construction, and other stakeholders to explore a viable path forward. For now, there's little answers for the dozen businesses that typically call that Collab space home, including Dustin Balkan, and the Rebellious Unicorns.
Some good startups there.
Oh, yeah, Rebellious Unicorns. And he says he's losing about 10 grand a month in lost productivity with this company having to constantly find temporary space for producing content, thus delaying a number of shows that he's been working on. So, yeah. Earlier in the December, Austin said the Collab's next steps aren't entirely defined, but they're learning to accept their uncertainty and adapt to it. So, challenging, and maybe some opportunities will come out of that challenge.
As they often do. Silver linings. Look for the silver linings. Woman charged after she parks her SUV on Highway 97 in Lake Country over New Year's.
Why not, right?
I guess.
Lake Henry Mounties have thanked members of the public who intervened after an SUV was found parked on Highway 97. No place to park on the side of the road, I guess. She was blocking northbound lanes. The members of the public who were traveling along the road themselves spotted the SUV near Osceola Road, about 11:30. Osceola?
I don't know.
11:30 on New Year's Day. They secured the vehicle, called 911, and monitored the driver until police arrived. RCMP showed up, determined there was no collision or breakdown, and believed the female's drivability was affected by alcohol. No surprise there. She was arrested for suspicion of impaired, and taken to for a breathalyzer. She's been released since. Will be making a court appearance, and she's been banned from driving for 9 days and had her SUV impounded. Lake Country RCMP took approximately 89 drivers off the road for a variety of alcohol-related offenses. Again, don't drink and drive.
Well, hey, if you're okay parking on the side of the highway or in the middle of the highway, I guess in this case,
that seems to be a tough lesson for some people. Like,
that's maybe the easiest lesson, though, out of all the lessons you could learn through that action. But anyways, construction to cause temporary road closure in downtown Kelowna this week near the Water Street by the park development.
There you go. That's that water big development there, right? Leon Avenue will be closed between Abbott and Water Streets. The city says the closure will last about 48 hours, beginning about noon Wednesday and lasting straight through the Friday afternoon. The closure is to allow crews to do large concrete pours for the towers and the mixed-use project. There's lots of ways around that, though. I mean, that's Leon, right? So there'll be lots of signage, lots of detour information there. So the closure will last until about Friday.
All right.
So there you go.
Well, the early bird catches the worm, and you could save money on your dog license by purchasing or renewing by February 29th.
So you have a few weeks to score a big deal on 2024 licenses. And listen to this, though. Anyone who purchases or renews their dog license before February 20th will be paying less than those who wait. There's an old saying about that, right? Until that date, the fee is $20.
Don't let a sleeping dog lie.
There you go.
Oh,
wow. Until that date, that fee is $20 for a spayed or neutered dog and $60 for a dog that isn't. On March, those fees go up to $40 and $80. That's nice, right? So from 20 to 40. That's like a 100% increase.
Yeah. Well, that's an incentive, isn't it? Get in there early.
Yeah, it doesn't explain the year after that, and year after that, and year after that, though, right? Like, that seems like a pretty big jump. The process of purchasing or renewing your dog license is quite easy and can be done in just a couple of minutes online. Anyone who wants to buy or renew their license in person can do so by visiting one of the several spots.
It's just getting more and more costly to own a dog.
You on KelownaNow.com, you can find out where you can renew your dog license. All dogs 3 months and older are required to have, under the responsible dog ownership bylaw, to have a license. What if the dog never goes out of the house?
I don't think that
doesn't matter, right?
I don't know.
If the dog shows up anywhere, that's it. According to the region, 35,000 dog licensed through their RDCO. I bet there's more dogs.
Oh, yeah.
There's what I mean?
Probably double.
I'm going to bet there's more dogs.
Maybe not double.
Dog license is your ticket ensuring a safe return home if your beloved pup ever decides to go on unscheduled adventure. Plus, it comes with a one-time free ride home. Maybe they should do that for the people that are driving impaired. You get a free ride home.
Yeah.
So you also get some free, some goodies, I guess, special discounts by local participating business through the dog license rewards program.
And turning our eye to the courts, a court injunction against the law banning public drug use didn't pass, I guess, right?
Oh, no, it's an injunction right now. So the police had been asked to restrict public drug use in BC, and that's been denied right now because they want to use it as an anticipated enforcement tool. Officers are disappointed with the BC Supreme Court decision last week to temporarily block the provincial law. Deputy Chief Constable Fiona Wilson of the Vancouver Police Department said on Tuesday, "We supported the act in its current form and appreciate the province making efforts to address the matter of problematic public consumption that has taken hold since decriminalization." There you go. Lots more on this story. A very sensitive topic for many people on both sides of that. Go ahead and have a good long read there. And share your thoughts.
Yeah. And Big White, some great news. Lots of fresh snow and 84 runs are open.
over the last 7 days, 19 centimeters of that white fluffy stuff landed on the hill. Snow base now 106 centimeters. Winds light. There you go. Like for today, winds light. Sky is obscured this morning. There you go. So I'll let you do the weather. How's that?
Yeah, we do have weather or snow in the forecast. Our 5-day weather forecast for ATB Wealth. Realize your vision of wealth at atb.com/wealth Kelowna. And there we are. We are expecting flurries and rain showers today. High of 1, so very mild. And mild overnight, too, just down to -1. Let's take a look out the window. And we can see our morning here shaping up. Some of that high cloud and just keeping things nice and warm for us. Wet streets, but some white lawns up in the Upper Mission anyways. And up in the roads as well. This one is Kicking Horse Pass, so a little closer to Calgary there. And then this will be Rogers Pass. So as you can see, the passes are definitely covered in snow and sloppy and slushy. And then we look over to the west and we see the top of the Coquihalla Summit even more caked with snow there. So it's not looking good on really any of the mountain roads, not just at the top. So do take care. We do have flurries in the forecast tomorrow. A little bit of sunshine. And maybe some flurries, I guess. High of 1, and flurries expected off and on through Friday and Saturday. Maybe some rain showers as it warms to 6. But Saturday night, it's going to chill off down to -6. Sunday's going to be a little cooler day, not breaking 0, and getting down to -6 again. So a bit
Rest
of a cooling
assured,
trend.
we will see the sun sometime in late March.
Yes, indeed.
When I drove in this morning around 3 o'clock, there was a little bit like sleet. It's actually almost trying to turn into snow, but it was like kind of like a
fine,
like a
misty,
chunky rain.
Chunky rain. Okay.
There you go. Ever heard that? Chunky rain. There you go. Now we're gonna go back to some events. I know we kind of like went off track there. Peachland Council.
Yeah, the Chamber is planning for a new May-long weekend event.
And why is that, you say?
I don't know. Their car show. I don't know why.
So they've had a car show there in Peachland for like ever.
Yeah.
And that car show said they're moving out.
Oh.
So that car show has been there for 25 years.
I've been to that one.
So the Peachland World of Wheels car show says off to West Kelowna.
Oh. A little more room, or I don't know. It's interesting.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But what are they going to do in Peachland? They're going to have their own car show.
Oh. So it's
going to be
find
all these cars.
Car show hopping.
There you go. Car drive, like lots of classic cars.
That's a big event for Peachland.
Yeah, so there's a lot of car shows.
Kelowna.
There's a lot of car shows in the Okanagan in general, right? Because there's the big one here in Kelowna, the Father's Day Show and Shine, which was done by Boyd's forever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also the Peachland World of Wheels, and then of course the Peach City
Cruise.
The cruise, right, where you can actually jump in your hopped up '69 Camaro and leave some help the people seal coat the roads. You're not allowed to do that. But
and then our X-Files.
This is a good chart here. At first, you're kind of puzzled. This is a financial guy saying Trudeau wants to double down, and people are frustrated. But if you look at this chart here, there's Canada. Like you see that little yellow line showing where Canada's path is. Doesn't look like a good path, does it?
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't know.
Where's that source?
Top countries ranked by using 3 GDP measures. There you go. Oh, what does GDP mean? Like he said, I don't worry about the economy.
Yeah.
Leave that for the rest of us. Anyway, you got anything else?
No,
Marcy,
not on that note.
No? Nope. I think that's all we got for this morning. We're going to do an Energize today, though.
Okay.
And we're going to do the goal setting on Thursday. Tomorrow. And Marcy's going to be part of that. We're going to set some goals, including making this show better.
Okay.
Again. We love your feedback.
And you can do that in the comments below. You can email us. Subscribe to our daily email newsletter as well to ensure you get the news headlines delivered free of charge before 7 a.m. every day. And like and subscribe our channels.
With that said, have a great day.